Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more NBA 2k16 MyGM Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. Alrighty, so we're back today, and we're going to be coming up against the Milwaukee Bucks. But as you can see, we've kind of skipped ahead a little bit, and we've done a few different things. And we played, like you can see, like a lot of the matches we've kind of gone through and just simulated a few there. So we're currently 17 and 21. We haven't made any other trades, we haven't made any signings during this period. We've just kind of simulated ahead, and we just wanted to kind of show you guys, a little bit more of the series and progress a little bit further along, a bit faster. So what I'm probably going to do now is I'm going to play one game and then probably simulate 5 and then play another one, for example. So just a few different scores that I've had recently. So Carmello 15 points, Bradley 13 points, Carmello 13 points, Gibson 7 points. So we made a few trades last episode, which I think has kind of boosted up our roster a little bit. Anthony 20 points, Grant 11 points. So this episode as well, we're also going to be increasing the amount of minutes we play per quarter as well. I know a lot of you guys have been requesting that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But we're only going to play the one game per episode now because of that. So I think that's fine anyways, because if we're going to play one, we're going to simulate 5. We can kind of get more done. The reason why I was playing 2 is because I wanted to play more. But we'll play 1, simulate 5, and we'll get through the series further and further, because there's a lot of games in the NBA season. It's ridiculous. So at the moment, we're currently negative 500, but we're still in amongst it. Not doing too bad. So here's our kind of where we're at with our points. Currently Bradley's injured, so he'll be missing out this next game. Carmello averaging 15 points. You can see Bradley day to day, so he'll probably just miss out this next one. He'll be back in next time. So Bradley 8 points, Porzingis 7 points, Lopez 6 points, Aflalo 5 points. Not too bad. So it is what it is. You'd expect that from these guys. Snell hasn't been all that great, just the 2 points. He's currently out injured for a couple of weeks, so we'll have to wait just to use him again. So these are the minutes that we've got at the moment. So we've given Gibson the starting spot because he's been really, really upset. A lot of our players are being a bit sooky. Sanders and Gibson are not happy with the amount of minutes that they're getting. They think they should be starting. They think they should be getting 35 minutes, even though they don't do anything to warrant that. So I guess it kind of makes me wonder, do we need to trade one of these guys out? I don't know. Do we need to trade one of these guys out and try to get a point guard? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm happy with the way Grant's been playing, and Galloway as a backup as well. I'm happy with that, but certainly, I don't know, we've got a lot of unhappy players. They all think they should be starting, but they're not really deserving of it. But anyways, we're coming up against the Bucks. We've had a couple of games against them already, and it's been a little bit more difficult against the Bucks than we really kind of expected. So hopefully we can come away with a victory in this one and kind of improve our record a bit. So we started off with a shooting foul there on Carter Williams. And we'll go for a couple of easy free throws to kick this one off. And it's going to be Grant. Gets the first one. Going for the second one. Here it is. And there it is. Very nice. So he's got a pretty decent free throw shot. Pretty reliable to get most of the time. So there you go. Good start. 2-0. So we're hoping to kind of get a win here and get back up a plus 500 team. Luckily we are in the East, so we can probably make our way into the playoffs. As it seems, we are headed to make, probably perhaps the last seed in the playoffs from the East, which is good. I think if we make the playoffs, I'll be very happy with that. I'm not expecting to win the whole damn thing, let's be real. But if we can make the playoffs, I think that'll be a good achievement for us. And, I think we have enough players there to kind of maybe get us there. Carmelo's been playing pretty good. Bradley's been pretty good since he's come back in. So we've got Aflalo starting today. A wide open shot, he missed it. So I think definitely Bradley's I think he was a good signing for us. I think Aflalo coming off the bench is okay, but I don't think he's quite good enough to be a starter anymore. So right now we just need that point guard, but I think even now I think we can get away with Grant being here. And obviously we have Sanders, Gibson, Porzingis, and Lopez. So we've got some pretty decent big men there in our front court. So I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I can't complain really. We got some depth, and even though some of our players are kind of upset, we just kind of have to balance that a little bit. And that's going to be our next challenge. How do we balance the minutes among all the players to keep them happy? Because obviously Porzingis, you could probably play Porzingis less minutes, but one of our GM objectives is to play Porzingis 28 minutes per game, and I still want to try and achieve that. So that's why I'm giving Porzingis good minutes, but we could probably play him less minutes and he won't be upset. Lopez and Sanders and Gibson, however, will be upset, especially Sanders. He's not real happy, and Gibson as well. So a couple of our newer guys not exactly very happy. But yeah, so that's kind of the dilemma that we have right now. Here's Gordon, and he'll get 2 points there. So not too bad from old Ben Gordon. So we're about to close out the first quarter here. It's 22-20. See if we can kind of keep them out here from Boozer. Oh, he gets it. So he'll level it up, 22 all, heading into the second quarter. So we would have wanted to try and keep him out to obtain the advantage early on, but it's not to be. But yeah, so the 8-minute quarter now, I mean, a lot of you guys wanted me to do that because we wanted to have more realistic stats, and I get that. I wanted to do that, but it's just really long games to play, and since I was going to play a lot of them, it was a bit of a problem. But if we kind of play the 1 and then we simulate 5 like I'm planning on doing now, it won't be such a problem for me, and I'm happy with that. And I'm a big stats guy. I love my stats, so I can certainly relate to you guys on that. Stats are really, really great. I love them. I always take a look at my player stats, who's getting the most points, who's getting the most blocks, rebounds, you name it. I'm always looking at that because that's what that's what really intrigues me about sports. So certainly the stats is something that I want to make sure they're on point, and playing 6 minutes a game wasn't really there. 50 points per game, maybe 60 if you play well. So now it's more likely to be, oh my God, Sanders, what are you doing? Sanders, just give him the ball. Just, here you go, Monroe. Here's the ball. Take it and get free 2 points. Come on. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, I just want to, have realistic stats. So we're gonna probably get like 80 to 90 points per game, something like that. So that's relatively to a low-scoring NBA game. So that's not too bad. So we'll take that for sure. And the simulated games are 9 minutes per quarter as well. So generally, I find that I put 1 extra minute on for a simulated quarter, and it kind of evens out to be the same as if I was playing it. So, all right, here's a Flolo trying for 2 points. He missed it earlier on. He misses it again. So Flolo, not exactly all that reliable out there, and a wide open shot. He'll get it. So that's not exactly what we wanted there. So Galloway on now, so they've got the bench on. It's 35-36, heading in towards the halftime break. Not too bad. Oh, Galloway just passes it and gives it over, and this is going to be trouble. Parker, here he gets another 2 points, and as we about to wind this up, close it out, 1 point difference between the two teams right now. So here we go. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name because, all right. So Anthony gets the rebound now. Here we go. Early, he'll get the 2 points. So it wasn't a shot that was very favorable for him. We haven't played Early in many minutes, but every time Early comes on, he's not a bad option. He can generally get a few buckets here and there, and I think he's a good option because they quite often leave him wide open because I don't think they really think he's going to get those points. But I think he's better than that. I think he's good enough to get a couple of buckets a game, come on and play 5 minutes a game. I think he's not a bad player to come on and do that. So here's some of the highlights in the first half. Not too bad. And then this is the second quarter out of that first half now. So here's Anthony. Anthony is obviously our most reliable scorer. He's our go-to guy and always will be. And he has to kind of do the bulk of our scoring every game. So it's kind of very vital that Anthony is right up there as our top scorer. And I think if Anthony ever goes down throughout the season, I think our season's really going to go downhill. So there's the results. We're shooting at 56%. That's not too bad. I think we generally shoot at a good percentage, but we just, we kind of give away too many turnovers, or we don't get enough shots because we're not rebounding good enough. So that's kind of one of my issues that I have. I don't get enough rebounds offensively, that's for sure. Defensively, not too bad, but often we give up a couple of defensive rebounds, but we're good enough to kind of block sometimes not. So inside the paint's probably my main weakness, I guess. So 58-51. The lead's kind of blown out a little bit. We kind of skipped majority of the third quarter here, but the lead is blown out a bit. So we're 7 points behind. We're gonna have to be pretty good to come back from here. Here's Boozer trying to get in there. Oh, gets blocked. And now Flolo has it. He needs to find someone to pass it to. He's got Porzingis. Porzingis lines it up and gets it. There's a nice shot from Porzingis. And that's his first points of the night. And certainly we need a little bit more productivity from Porzingis. He's one of our pivotal scorers as well, Porzingis as well. So we definitely have to try and give him more of the ball. And obviously with Sanders coming in and Gibson, he's not playing as much of a role. You know, I think he's not getting as much of an opportunity. I think that we need to try and rectify that and make sure he's still getting an opportunity. Oh, we could have passed to Gibson there. Would have been probably money, but instead gave it to Galloway, who drew the foul. So Langston Galloway is going to shoot for 2. And here we go. 2 free throws now, and he'll get the first one. There we go. So he's got 3 points in this game, just the 1 assist. So Galloway hasn't been that bad. I mean, I think Grant has been probably the better option, but Galloway's not bad. I mean, I think we could rotate between Grant and Galloway on occasion, and I think we'll still get a pretty good performance out of both guys. So we'll see. You know, I think we might need to give Galloway more of an opportunity. I haven't really given him much of a chance. I gave him a couple games. He didn't really do all that well, but we'll see. With a few more extra minutes to kind of play and see how he goes, perhaps Galloway be a better option. So Flawler now has 10 points, so despite Bradley not being in the match, he's had Flawler stepping up. You know, he had a pretty rough start, a couple of easy misses, but he has got 10 points in the end. Gibson with the block, blocking Boozer, and now 1 second remaining, and he'll miss. So heading into the fourth, it's 60 plays, 57, and moving ahead, it's 71-65. So nearly halfway through this quarter, Carter Williams gets fouled, and he gets the shot in as well. So 8-point lead now, make that 9. It's looking pretty ominous now. It's going to be very tough to come back from here. We're going to have to be pretty good. And we've got majority of our, I think we have our starters on now. Well, thereabouts. So Anthony has a chance to score here, and he does. He gave himself the room, and he took it. He was a little bit late on the decision. I think he was in 2 minds. Do I take it? Do I not? He ended up taking it, and he got there. So Grant on now. It's a 9-point differential between the two. Grant trying to drive through, and Carter Williams with the block. And unfortunately, that won't be a bonus. So we'll just have to pass it back in and see how we go. So we do that. Here's Lopez, opportunity, and that is money right there. Here we go, 2 points with a nice duck. Is this the spark of a comeback? Can we come back from this? And now Monroe. Uh-oh, Carter Williams. And there it is, way too easy for Carter Williams. 2.5 minutes to go. Still 7 points in it. Still have a chance though. I mean, we have to kind of keep them out here, and that's not what we... Oh, we do! Anthony with a late block there on Parker. I believe it was Parker. Now Anthony, opportunity. Yes, he gets it. 5-point game now. Alright, so we need to keep them out again here and convert it into 2 points to give ourselves any kind of chance. Parker again on Anthony. This time Parker cannot make it again. Anthony with some decent defense there. And now, Aflalo finds Porzingis. Oh, he takes a shocking shot. Should have just held onto it and went for the pass instead. Porzingis tried to force something, and now... Oh, he makes up with it for a block, though. But unfortunately, couldn't get the rebound. So Porzingis made up for his bad shot with a great block. But the rebound proved to be lethal. And again, that's some nice work there by the Bucks. And this one is all but over now. So the Bucks are going to beat us again. Oh my God, we can't beat this team. You know, we've had them a couple times. We just cannot beat them. Carmello with 2 points. He's had a pretty good game, Carmello. You cannot complain with his performance at all. And, you know, we've had to really rely on some of our other players around him to step up. And they've done that, to be fair. They've done that pretty well. So they're going to run this clock out, and as you would. So there you go. 86-79. Longer game, but still not the result we wanted. And there it is. So, okay, we've got a little bit of work to do, but I think, you know, we can keep going, and I think, you know, we're still on the playoffs hunt. We've got a little bit more to learn, a little bit more to do, and I think we can start to pick up some victories. So it's not too bad just quite yet. So Anthony, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks as well. Grant had 3 blocks. That's pretty impressive for a point guard. Had some good pointage outing as well. So 16 points. Aflalo, 10 points as our backup shooting guard coming in. Not too bad. And here it was as well. So Sanders had 2 blocks. Gibson, 2 blocks. 4 rebounds for Gibson, 6 rebounds for Lopez, 5 rebounds for Sanders. So not bad from our team overall. So guys, that's going to do it for today's episode of NBA 2k16 MyGM. If you did enjoy it, make sure you smash the like button. Let's try and get 7 likes for more NBA 2k16 MyGM. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. And the GMO videos are going to be on the back burner just for a little bit, but we're going to continue the series. I'm going to try and do more for you when I can. Obviously, the WWE stuff is going to take over my channel for the next couple of weeks. But once that dies down a little bit, we're going to see more NBA 2k16 MyGM. I'm not going to give up on it this year. I'm going to keep going with it. And you'll just have to kind of be a little bit patient with me because I've been busy with some other things. So guys, thanks so much for watching again, and I'll see you next time.